Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So I welcome you all to today's chapter number 15. Okay, so only 3 days left, and a very important the announcement today is after 18th, from the 18th Purushottam month is starting. Okay, and this chapter name is also Purushottam Yoga. So generally, what we do is we do full reading of the chapter number 15. Okay, in during the Purushottam month. So from the 18th, this 18th July, this Purushottam month is starting. So what you also can do is, if you have the book, you can from the page chapter number 15, from page 1 to the last page of chapter number 15, you can read, okay, one by one, 10 minutes, 15 minutes per day, like that, and you can finish Purushottam in the Purushottam month, the Purushottam Yoga chapter number 15. If you don't have the book, you can read online and you can finish. Okay, so like that you can do. But please read chapter number 15, all the slokas, all the meaning, all the translation, all the purpose during the Purushottam month. Okay, so that is what we do. Okay, that is a special announcement for you today. So now let's start chapter number 17 today. Let's first understand, then you can read later. Okay, so chapter name is Purushottam Yoga, or Yoga of the Supreme Person. Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manoabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is founder of ISKCON, and we pay our humble obeisances unto His lotus feet, and we beg for His mercy so that His teachings we can apply in our life. So what we have understood in last chapter was chapter number 14, the 3 modes of material nature. Okay, there we have seen the trap, TRAP, the mnemonic. First was the 3 modes, Sattvagun, Rajagun, and Tamagun. So 3 modes are there, Sattvagun, Rajagun, and Tamagun. And Sattvagun people, they're very happy, calm, okay, they're very knowledgeable person. And Rajoguni people, they will be very active, greedy, okay, hankering. They will be envious to each other, okay, and everything they work for some fruitive result. And lastly, the Tamaguni people, they are in ignorance, they're sleep, madness, okay, helpless, agony, okay, distress. These are the some things about the mode in the mode of Tamaguna. Then we have seen the race for prominence. Okay, every time one mode will become prominent. Sometimes Sattvagun will become prominent, sometimes Rajogun, sometimes Tamagun. Okay, depends on what we are getting from the environment, what we are absorbing from the environment. Okay, so that is the race for prominence. And most important thing is we can change our mode based on our association with the people, what we are eating, what we are how we are interacting with the environment. Based on that, we can change the mode. Okay. Third was the action in the 3 modes. So Sattoguni people, they will acquire the knowledge, purification, and they will go to higher lokas. Rajoguni people, they will be coming to this material world again and again, and they will get misery, they will get distress, they will become greedy. Tamoguni people, ignorance, madness, illusion, and they will go to the lower loka. So that we have seen in the action in the 3 mode. Lastly, we have seen the pure life, how we can transcend the mode, because we want to understand about Krishna. That's why we want to transcend the mode to the Suddha Shatogun, and How to transcend the mode is the answer was the devotion. Okay, so that was one thing. And then we have seen the four regulative principles which we should follow, and then we have seen about the sattvic association, sattvic food, sattvic clothes, sattvic environment. Okay, then we have seen about the chanting. So these things we have seen in the chapter number 14. Now we are going to see chapter number 15. Okay, so in chapter number 14, Krishna explained the three modes and how they work and how they bind the jiva and how they can be destroyed by Krishna Bhakti. So this we have understood yesterday. Now, but to attain devotion to him, one needs detachment from this material world. Krishna describes Purushottam Yoga here. So detachment from many days we are asking, we are discussing about detachment. Krishna is actually going to describe how we can become detached from this material world. Okay, that is the thing. So let's start from the let's start what we are going to see today. So the mnemonic of today's chapter is home, HOME, home. We'll start with hotel or home. Okay, this material world is like hotel or home. It is like a hotel. Okay, so we'll describe the hotel and home, and second part will be describing detachment from this material world. So Krishna is describing that, and we'll also describe. Then second is the option. What are the different options we have and how this law of transmigration work? Okay. So how this law of transmigration working, that also we'll see. Third is the maintainer. Krishna's position as our maintainer we'll see. And lastly, we'll see the essence or three shloki Gita. Okay. Here you can see three stars are being shown here. This is the three shloki Gita, 16, 17, and 18. You can see here three slokas. 16, 17, and 18, these are called three shloki Gita or essence. Okay. Lastly, knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Okay. So that we are going to see today. So let's start. Hotel or home, becoming detached from this material world. So before starting, one question from you. Okay. What is this and what you can make out from this tree? Answers in the chat box. Simple question, simple answer. What is this and what you can make out from this tree? This is a banyan tree, yes, we know, but what you can make out from this tree? Something you can see. Yes. Kritika M. Mataji is saying, what happened? Banyan tree. It is a big banyan tree. Its branches are also rooting to the ground. Roots are above the base. Roots above. Okay. So let's see what is there in the chapter. Okay. Krishna is also describing about the banyan tree. Okay. So let's see. 15.1 sloka, first sloka. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Krishna is saying, Urdha Moolam Madha Shakham Ashwatham Prahur Abhyayam Chandam Siyasya Paranani Yastam Veda Savedavit. Urdhva Moolam Adha Shakham. Urdhva means up, Moolam means branch, the root. Urdhva Moolam, the roots are up. Adha Shakham, the Shakha or the branches are down. Ashwatham Prahur Abhyayam, there is a Abhyayam, there is an imperishable tree. The tree is Ashwatham, the banyan tree. Chandamsi Yasya Paranani. Paranani means the leaves. Chandamsi is like Chand, is like Vedic hymns. Yasatam Veda Savedavit. One person who knows this tree is the actual knower of Veda. Yasatam Veda Savedavit. He is the knower of Veda who actually knows this tree. Okay. So very important. Krishna is saying that there is a very important tree whose roots are up and branches are down. And one who knows this tree is the actual knower of Veda. Okay. So actually Krishna is describing this tree. Okay. Where the roots are up and branches are down. In this material world also we can see this tree. Where we can see this tree? When we go to a riverside, when we go to a river, okay, we'll see that there is a tree, and in the water there is a reflection of that tree. Okay. Similarly, this material tree, this tree is also like a reflection of something. Okay. And what is that something? That something is eternal real tree, which is the spiritual world. So this tree, whose roots are up and branches are down, is compared to material world, which is a temporary reflection. So this material world is a temporary reflection. This material world, this tree is a material world, which is temporary reflection of something. What is that something? That something is eternal real tree, which is there in the spiritual world. Okay. So whatever things are there in the spiritual world, that temporary reflection is there in the material world, perverted reflection. So it is said that the material world is a perverted reflection of spiritual world. Okay, perverted reflection. So this material world is like a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Okay, if there is real love in the spiritual world, there is lust in the material world. It's perverted reflection. Whatever things are there in the material spiritual world, that is perverted here, and reflection is like that. Okay, so like that it is there in the material world. Okay, so that is the material world. So Krishna says one who knows this material world is the actual knower of Veda. Okay, one who understands that we are in the material world, that is actual knower of Veda. So like a monkey is there. Okay, if a monkey is there and he saw some fruits, some mangoes are there in the water. Okay, he jumped in the water to catch the mango, but there was no mango at that place because that was reflection. So when he went there, there was no mango actually. Okay, so he saw up to after certain more distance there is one more mango is there. He went to that place also, there was no mango because that was also reflection. So if you see the material world, everything is like reflection. We want to search the happiness, we are finding the happiness, we are trying to search for the happiness, but actually we are getting no happiness. Actually we are getting misery when we are trying to search the happiness, because there is no happiness in this material world. In the name of happiness, miseries are there. Okay, like Shastra described, this material happiness is just like itching. Okay, when we itch, we feel very nice. Aha, we are itching. Oh, very nice. But when we continue itching, it will cause bleeding. Okay, it will cause bleeding. So that is the thing. That material happiness. That is the material pleasure. Material pleasure is like itching. Okay. Okay. So that is the material tree. Entanglements in the material world. 15.2. The branches of this tree extend downwards and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the object of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive action of human society. So this tree is very material tree, is very dangerous. How? First, let's describe this tree in detail, then we'll understand. Okay. So this is the tree. This is the root, and the branches are coming down. If you can see in the roots, Brahmaji is sitting. Okay, Brahmaji is sitting. Who is the originator of this material world? Who is the maker? So Brahmaji is making this 14 planetary system. So Brahmaji is sitting there. The roots is Brahmaji. Okay. One more thing. Brahmaji is in the highest planet. Okay, the Satya Loka or Brahma Loka. And Brahmaji is sitting here, it represents the highest loka. Okay, if you come down, you can see the Ganesh ji is there, Saraswati Ma is there, Indra Devi is there. So if you come down, you will find that there are higher planetary systems are being shown. So first is the Brahma Loka, the highest planet is the Brahma Loka, and lower than that is the higher planetary systems where Devatas are there. Okay, if you come down, you can see Gandharvas are there, then Gandharvas and Apsaras, these people are there. So they are also there because they are higher planet and species. So they are also here. If you come down, you can see human beings are there. Okay, human beings are also there. They are working, they are doing something, and they are having fruits. So three fruits are there where human beings are there. One is called economic development, second is religiosity, and third is sense gratification. Dharma, artha, and kama. So these are called dharma, artha, kama. So these are the fruits when a human person work. Dharma, artha, kama is the fruits. Okay. If you come down, if you are coming down, you will find that many animal species are there and lower Naradhama people are there. Okay. So like that. Here you can find very pious people are there. Here you can find the Naradhamas are there. Lower you can come, then you will find that no animal species are there. Okay. Like that. So like that it is there. So from up to down, it is representing the 14 planetary system, and or you can say that this represents the material world, all the 14 planetary systems. So this tree represents all the 14 planetary system. Okay. So in this tree, you can find all the 14 planetary system. One more thing. You can see the branches are going up. So these are called pious activity. When we do pious activity, actually from the lower species, we can go to higher species. Okay. So pious activity brings us up. Again, this side, if you see there, impious activities are there. So when we do impious activity, we can actually come down. So impious activity brings us down, pious activity brings us up. Okay, like that. So these are the things which is there in this material world. One more thing. If you can see, there is a spiritual world where Radha Krishna is there along with his devotees. Okay. And there is division between the material world and spiritual world. And that division is called the desire. So if you surpass your desire, then you can get Radha Krishna. So desire is very important thing. Whatever we are desiring, according to that, we get the body. Next life, if you're desiring Krishna, then we'll get Krishna Loka. If you're desiring something else, we'll get something else. Okay. So that is the thing. So desire is very important. What we want, what we actually want is very important. Okay. So it is very important to purify the desires. Otherwise, if we have material desires, we'll be coming again to this material world. And that's why detachment from this material desire is very important. How to cultivate that desires of detachment of material desires, we'll understand in today's world. Okay. In today's class only. So there are many entanglements are there in this material world. Let's come to this part. Entanglements in this material world, there are many entanglements are there, like cheating propensity is there, greed is there, attachment, sense objects, impious activity, desires, sense gratification, as well as pious activities also there. Pious activities also attachment. Okay. Anger, lust, so many attachments are there. Okay. So it is actually this tree is very attaching tree. Okay. So this tree, too much attachment is there. Greed, lust, attachment, desires, impious activity, pious activity. So many attachments are there to this material world, to this tree. Okay. So the question comes with how, oh my God, how do I get out of this material world? How can I get out of this material world? Okay. The answer Krishna is giving is cut down this tree. How to cut down this tree? By the detachment is the only way out. You can see the sword. One sword is there which is cutting down the tree. Okay, this is the sword, and this sword is called detachment. Okay, with detachment we can cut down this tree. With a detachment we can be away from this material world. That is what Krishna is saying. Okay. How to cultivate the detachment? By proper knowledge about Krishna, Jiva, and their relationship. Broader respect. Okay, who we are actually the Jiva. Okay, so that is the thing. Surrender to Krishna. When we surrender to Krishna, detachment automatically follow. Okay, so surrender to Krishna is very important. Okay, surrender to Krishna is very important because you see this. Arjuna is pondering, how do I cultivate the detachment? How I can cultivate the detachment? How I can develop this detachment from this material tree, material world? Krishna is saying only by surrender. Only by surrender you can cultivate the detachment. Okay. You see, detachment, if you want, like artificially you are trying to detach yourself from the everything in this material world, it is not possible. Okay. So what is the way then? What is the easiest way? The easiest way is to include Krishna in your life. Attachment to Krishna will bring detachment. That is the most important thing. Attachment to Krishna will automatically bring the detachment, which is very natural. We don't have to endeavor too much. So whatever endeavor you are trying to do, try to attach Krishna in your life. That should be your determination. That should be your fixed determination. That should be your all the endeavors to be facing towards. Okay, because attachment to Krishna will bring detachment. So you want to detach from this material world. How you can detach? You cannot detach artificially. How you can detach? By surrendering to Krishna. When you are surrendering to Krishna, then automatically detachment will follow. So attachment to Krishna will bring detachment. So that is the formula. Okay. Krishna says, Nirmama mohajit sangadosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha Dandvair vimukta sukha dukkhair sangair gacchanti amudha padam abhyayam tat. Who will be able to surrender to Krishna? Surrender is the key. Attachment to Krishna is the key. Who will be able to surrender to Krishna? Okay. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal and who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender to the Supreme Lord, attains to that eternal kingdom. Okay, so these are the qualities. So main thing is attachment to Krishna brings detachment. Okay, free from false ego, prestige. It is these things were described in the previous sloka. If you see this person is thinking this property belongs to me. Actually, no property belongs to us. Everything is Krishna's property. We are just here and we are utilizing Krishna's property. Everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing belongs to us. Whatever things we have, that is the mercy of Krishna. Okay, so that is whatever talent we have, that is mercy of Krishna. Whatever things we own, that is mercy of Krishna. Okay, we don't have any qualities, any qualification. Whatever qualification is given, that is given by Krishna. Okay, so we forget that the fact that we are here temporarily. So whatever things are there today, it may belong to me. Tomorrow it will be someone else will be there. Day after tomorrow, someone else will have that. Okay. So this property actually doesn't belong to me. Okay. Who is the actual owner? Krishna is the actual owner of the property. False identification. How dare you call me a fool? If any persons call me a fool, then I am very angry, very angry. But actually I am a fool number one. Why? Because I'm here in this material world, because of my foolishness. Okay. I am foolish. That's why I'm here in this material world. So I'm foolish number one, not the fool. Foolish number one. Okay. So how dare you call me a fool? This is false identification. Actually, we are fool number one. Result of wrong identification with the body. Okay. This person is thinking I am super talented, earning a lot of money. I am best. Yeah. Okay. So this is called illusion. Okay. Illusion. Because I'm not super talented. I don't have any talent. Whatever talent is there, that is the mercy of Krishna. Krishna has given me the talent. Okay. Earning a lot of money. Whatever money I'm earning, that is due to the talent which Krishna is giving, and the money also which I'm earning, that is also mercy of Krishna. Okay, so nothing is mine. That is the thing. Nirmama. That is the identification a devotee will have. Nothing is mine. Nirmama. Okay, so that is the thing. Free from false prestige. This person is thinking I am fool who left Krishna's abode and suffering here. I am fool number one. Okay, so that is the thing. Everything is Krishna's mercy. This is called free from illusion. Okay. So that was the first part, hotel or home. Okay. Actually, Krishna is describing the hotel part, that this world is like hotel. We are here temporarily. Okay. And this hotel is like inverted tree. Okay. And the home is also there. And this hotel is temporary reflection of this home. Okay. Now the second part, if we don't realize what are the options we have, how we transmigrate to this different spaces, that Krishna is going to describe in the second part, options. Okay. So Arjuna pondered, what if one doesn't attain to the spiritual world? What options will one have if we don't go to spiritual world? If we don't attain the spiritual world, what options we have? Okay. So to understand that, Krishna is first describing the reality about the spiritual world. Okay. We have seen the spiritual world when we were discussing the Goloka chart. Very few slokas are there in the Bhagavad Gita which describe about the spiritual world, and one of them is this 15.6. Other than that, many other shastras are there which describe how the spiritual world is in detail. Okay, so 15.6, if you see, Krishna describes about this his home. Krishna says, "Na tad bhashyate suryo, na shashanko, na pavakaha." Yadgatva na nivartante tadadhama paramam mama. So Krishna says, na tad bhashyate suryo. Surya, the sun. Na tad bhashyate suryo. There is no need of sun there. Na shashanko na pavaka. Shashank means chand or moon. Pavaka means light or electricity. So there is no need of any sun, no need of any moon, or there is no need of any electricity there. Where? In the Maidham. Okay. And then Krishna describes, Yad gatva na nivartante. Yad gatva, if you go there, na nivartante, you won't come back. Okay. Yad gatva na nivartante. If you go there, you won't come back to this material world again. That means liberation. If you go to a dham of Krishna, you won't come back to this material world of birth and death, birth and death. Okay, that means liberation. Yad gatvana nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. Tad dhama, that dham, that home, paramam mama, that supreme home, supreme abode is mine. So Krishna describes about his supreme destination, our supreme destination, or his home, that there is no need of sun, moon, or electricity. So everything is self-illuminating. If you see the material world, it is completely different. If there is sun in the center, then only there will be light. Then only every planetary system will have light. If there is no sun, everyone is dark. Everyone is in darkness. Everything is dark. Okay. So that is the thing. Sun is giving the light to every planetary system here. But in the spiritual world, there is no need of sun, moon, or light, anything. Everything is self-illuminating there. Okay. So that is the thing. From self-illumination, everything is illuminating. So that dham is my dham. That home is my home. That is the place of my home. Actually, if you find more description about the Goloka Dham, it is described that Goloka Dham is made of Chintamani stone. Chintamani stone. What is the meaning of Chintamani stone? Chintamani stone means whatever you desire from that stone, that is called touch stone. Okay, whatever things you touch from that, okay, it will turn into gold. Okay, like that. Chintamani stone is there. Okay, so that is the thing. Everything is Chintamani. The cows which are there, that is Surbhi cow. Whatever you desire from that cow, you will get everything. Okay, whatever desires. So basically, the thing is, whatever desires you have, it will be fulfilled in the Goloka Dham. Okay, whatever desires you have, it will be fulfilled in the Goloka Dham. Cows are there, stones are there, just like that. And these are given no importance in the Goloka Dham because people, they are interested in Krishna. They are not interested in Chintamani Dham or Surbhi cows. Okay, if you see these cows, they are the Surbhi cows. If we go there, we as a normal human being with full material desires, if we go to a place where every stone is Chintamani stone, collect the stone. Are Krishna is there, Baba. Leave Krishna. Just collect the stone. Whatever stone we can collect, let's collect the stone. Okay. So like that we will do. Okay. Oh, Surbika is there. Oh, let's ask everything from her. Okay, like that. That will be our thing. Okay. That is, we are collecting the stone in the name of, if you see the Dhruva Maharaj prayer, Dhruva Maharaj says, the material things just like they are like stones, and the spiritual things are spiritual. Or Krishna's foot, lotus foot, is like the diamond. Okay, so we leave the diamond, we'll collect the stones. Like that is our reality. Okay, so it is very important to understand that our desires are fully contaminated, and we need to reform that desire. Okay, so with this desire, if even some magic happens, and with this desire, we go to Goloka Dham. With this material desire will become more material attached. Okay, because it will be, everything will be very fulfilling. Okay, like if you go to the Dham, Mayapur Dham or Vrindavan Dham or Jagannath Puri Dham, they are the actual Dham, which is just the representation of the actual Goloka Dham to this material world. And whatever we desire, it will be fulfilled there. Okay, and it is very dangerous to go to a dham and ask for material desires. So material desires will be fulfilled, you become more attached to the material thing. Okay. But on the opposite, if you go there and ask for Krishna's mercy, you want Krishna's lotus feet, it will be fulfilled and you will get the Krishna's feet. Okay, like that. So with pure desire, we should go to dham and we should ask Krishna's lotus feet, like that. We need to purify our desire. That is the most important thing. Okay. So that is the thing. Understand the real tree. The real tree are the spiritual world. Na tad bhashate suryo na shashanko na pavaka. Okay. Then very nice sloka 15.7. Krishna says, Mame vamso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha mana shastendriyani prakriti sthani karshati. This sloka is like slap on our face. Okay. Krishna is saying, Mame vamso jiva loke. That loka which I have described. Okay. Actually, we also belong to that lok. Okay. Krishna says, Mame Vamsu Jiva Loke, this Jiva Loke, whatever Jivas are there, they are my Amsa, Mame Vamsu, they are my part and parcel. So whatever living entities are there in this material world, they are my part and parcel. They belong actually to that Loka, to that spiritual Loka. If they belong to spiritual Loka, what they are doing here? What they are doing here? So let's see, Krishna says, Mame Vamsu Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, all the Jiva Bhuta, they are Sanatan. They are eternal fragmental part of mind. Eternal, Sanatan, Mame Vamsu. Okay, these are my eternal fragmental part who are there in this material world. But what they are doing? Manah Shashtendriyani, Man and the 5 Indriya, total 6 Indriyas are there. Sense gratification, we are so much attached to the sense gratification. Our man is making us to like full sense gratification. Okay. Manashashtendriyani, Prakriti Sthani, Karshati. Karshati means they're struggling. Karshati, struggling. We are struggling here. Actually, we belong to Krishna. Actually, we belong to that Krishna Loka. Our original home is Krishna Loka home. But we are suffering here. We are struggling here. Karshati. Why? Because of our man and Indriya. We want sense gratification. Our mana is not our control. Our desires are fully material. That's why we are struggling here. That's why we are suffering here. Okay. When our desires are like purified, when our desires are only for Krishna, then we go to our original home, our original Loka. When until and unless we are here, we are suffering here. Karsati. Why? Because of our desires. Our desires, man and Indriya, they are making us struggle here. Okay. But our actual home is Krishna's home. Okay, this is how Krishna is saying, how nicely Krishna is describing about his Loka, and then he describes that we actually belong to that Loka. But we are suffering here because of our desires, our material, our Indriya gratification, sense gratification. Okay. So actually we are part and parcel of Krishna only. Quality wise, we are similar to Krishna. If you see this sea and this drop, quality wise, the sea is similar to the drop. There is no difference between the drop and the sea. Okay. But quantity wise, one is very small drop and another is full sea. Okay. Similarly, we are just like this drop and Krishna is just like the sea. Okay. So living entity is same in quality with Krishna, but not in quantity. Quality wise, we are same. Satchidanand, that is the quality of Krishna as well as ours. Satchidanand. Satya, Chit means knowledgeable and Anand is blissful. Okay. So this is the same in the quality. Our Jiva and the Krishna are same in the quality, but quantity wise, we are just like a drop and Krishna is just like sea. Just like this spark, Krishna is just like we are just like this spark and Krishna is just like the fire. Quality wise, it is same. It can also burn anything. Okay. It can also ignite fire anywhere. But quantity wise, it is different. Okay. So that is the difference. Quality wise, we are same to Krishna, but quantity wise, we are different. Okay. Oh. If we don't surrender, if we still don't surrender and understand Krishna, what is next? Okay. So Karshati, we are struggling here. And if you don't understand that thing, what is going to happen to us? Okay. So that Krishna is describing in the process of transmigration. Okay. How we transmigrate to next body. Krishna says 15.8. Sariram yad avapnoti yakchapi utkramati sravaha griti taitani samyati vayurgandan ivashayat. The living entity in the material world carries his different conception of life from one body to another as the air carries the aroma. Thus he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Very important sloka, very nice sloka, how we are changing the body and how we are not changing the conception. Just like the air, if air from one part to another is carrying, just like from one part to another, air is traveling. Okay, air is blowing from one part to another. It will carry, if there is one samosa here. Okay, so it will carry the aroma of samosa from this part to this part. Or there is any flower, so it will carry the aroma of the flower from this part to this part. Okay, just like the air carries the aroma, the living entity carries the different conception of life from one body to another. So whatever conception we have in one body, if we change the body, the same conception will be there. Whatever desires we have in the previous body, the same desires will be there in the next body. Okay. So desires are not going to change after death. Someone may think that after death we suddenly will become spiritual. No, it is not going to happen like that. Whatever desires you have now, if you leave the body next life also, same desires will you will carry forward. Just like the air carries the aroma, the living entity carry the what desires which is there in this life, in this again in the next life. So suddenly it is not going to happen. That after that, suddenly I will become more spiritual. Think about it. Whatever desires you have now today, the same desires you will have in the next life also if you die now. Okay, same desires. And see how nicely Krishna arranges whatever desires we have now and you die now. Okay, imagine like not you, I let imagine like mine. Okay, whatever desires I have now and I die now, the same desires will be there in the next life. And see how nicely Krishna is describing in the next sloka that whatever desires I have now, according to that, to fulfill that desires, I will have the most appropriate body. Okay. If I want to eat meat, okay. So Krishna, I am so much attached to eat meat. What Krishna will do? Krishna will give me a body which is very suitable for eating meat, just like a tiger. Okay. So this human body is not meant for eating meat. So why not get a next body, very nice body of tiger? Kill the other animals and eat. No one is going to stop you. So according to that, whatever best body will have, will get the body. If our desire is to serve Krishna, whatever best body is required to serve Krishna will get that. That is called in the spiritual body will go to the Goloka Dham, where there will be serving Krishna. It is very important. That's why this desire part is very important. Very, 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 very important. That's why I am telling you that we have to live a pure life and we have to chant Hare Krishna. If we do this process only, our desires will purify gradually. This process, if you live a pure life and you chant, you will see that your desires are getting purified. This much enough. This much is enough. A person who is following the four regulative principles, a person who is following the pure life and he chanting, that is enough for him to go back to Goloka Dham. Okay, but it should be done sincerely. A very simple formula is there, which Bhagavad Gita describes. Live a pure life and chant. That's it. Okay, that is a very important to purify our desires. Okay, so my desires, if I see myself, my desires are fully contaminated. If even if human form of life, if I cannot purify my desires, next life, who knows that which body I'm going to get, whether I'm going to get a dog's body, mosquito body. I cannot think that time that which body how to attain Krishna. This human form of life is such intelligence we have and such associations we have now. Association of ISKCON is there, association of devotees are there, association of so much Maharaj are there, senior devotees are there who are fully devoted to Krishna's service. If this much association is there, this much teachings is there, this Bhagavad Gita is there in front of us, and we are not able to purify our desires, then again next life, who knows what body we get and whatever according to what desires will have. Okay, so it is very important to purify our desires. So process of transmigration. The living entity, thus taking another gross body, obtains a certain type of ear, eye, nose, tongue, and sense of touch, which is grouped about the mind. So same mind will be there in the next life. And according to that mind, according to that conception, whatever the body, whatever senses are best suitable will get that. Whatever types of eyes, ear, nose, tongue, and senses of touch is best suitable will get that around the mind and will get the next body. Okay. So next body, what we get is to fulfill the desires which we have in this today's life. Okay. So whatever desires we have, we want to fulfill the desire. Next life will get body best suitable for that. There is no scarcity of the body. 84 lakh species are there. 84 lakh types of bodies are there. We can get anyone which is very close to fulfill those our desires. Okay, like that. Thus enjoy a particular set of sense objects. Okay. Now the fool cannot understand. The fool cannot understand or see the truth. What is the truth? Fools cannot understand. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoy under the spell of the mode of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. Foolish, they will see, who has seen the future? Who has seen what is going to happen after that? Let's enjoy, let's chill. Whatever desires are there, let's fulfill the desires. Okay, sense gratification, sense gratification, sense gratification. Why to constrain ourselves? Why to restrict ourselves from these things? Let's enjoy, let's chill. Okay, like that. That desires is going to take us to another body. Okay, and which body we don't know. According to desires, will get the best body. Okay, so that is the thing. Fool cannot understand. Why? Because of their lust, because of their desire, they cannot comprehend the change of the body. Okay. Oh, ho, 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 ho. How will one get attracted to you then? Okay, if this material tree is so much dangerous, if material attachments are so much dangerous, according to that, we are getting the body. How I can get attracted to you then? That's why Krishna says this Devata worship. Many times we have seen Devata worship. Krishna also condemns Devata worship, that demigod worshippers, they are worshipping me only, but they are worshipping indirectly. Why they are worshipping? Because of strong material desire. Now we have understood what is the impact of material desires in our life. If we have the material desires, single material desires even is there, they can take us to another body. Okay, so that is the thing. That's why it is very condemned. Krishna condemns everywhere. And Krishna is only saying how we can attract it to you, then how we can attract it to Krishna. Okay. The third part we are going to see towards attraction of Krishna, that is Krishna's position as our maintainer. Okay. Krishna maintains our this gross body. Who is the maintainer of this body? Are we maintaining? No. Who is maintaining? Krishna is actually maintaining. Krishna is the knower. Krishna is maintainer. Okay. Who is maintaining the body of an elephant? Who is giving the food of elephant? Food to the elephant. Elephant is not doing any work. Elephant is not going to office. Elephant is not going to doing anything. How he is getting the food? The dog. How is getting the food? So animals are getting food. How they are getting? Big elephants are there getting food. Small mosquitoes they are getting food. Who is maintaining them? We are not maintaining. Krishna is there of mosquito, elephant, as well as us. Okay, so that is the thing. So Krishna is the maintainer of the gross body. Krishna is the origin of sun, moon, fire. Energy of life is given by Krishna. Krishna says, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha Prana Apana Samayukta Pachami Annam Chaturvidham. Pachami Annam Chaturvidham. I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all living entities, and I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming, to digest the four kinds of foodstuffs. Okay. So Krishna is the digestion of fire. Krishna is the principal energy which makes the things digest in our stomach, and then it can be absorbed and utilized as form of energy. Okay. So that digestion is Krishna. We don't know how the food is getting digested. We are just eating and then enough. Everything is done automatically. It is not automatic. Someone is doing. Who is doing? Krishna is doing in the form of fire of digestion. Okay. Krishna is everything and maintains everything. Krishna says, Sarvasya chaham hrideshanna vishto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha Vedaisha sarvairaham eva vedyo vedanta krita vedavit eva chaham. Sarvasya chaham hrideshanna vishto. Sarvasya, everyone's. Chaham, hriday sanna vishto. I am sitting in everyone's heart. Krishna is again saying about this Paramatma form, that he is sitting in everyone's heart in the form of Paramatma. In 10th chapter also Krishna said, I am sitting in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Okay. In 13th chapter also Krishna said that in the form of Paramatma, he is sitting in everyone's heart as overseer. Okay. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto. I am sitting in everyone's heart. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. From me comes the smriti or the remembrance. Jnana or the knowledge, apohanam or the forgetfulness. So I am sitting in everyone's heart. From me comes the remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. Vedaisha sarvair aham eva vedyo. Vedaisha sarvair aham eva vedyo. I am to be known. Aham eva vedyo. I am to be known from every Veda. Vedaisha sarvair. From every Veda. Sarvair means every Veda. Aham eva vedyo. Vedyo means to know. I am to be known from reading of every Veda. Vedaisha sarvairaham eva vedyo. I am to be known from every Veda. Vedanta krita vedavit eva chaham. Vedanta krita. I am the creator of Vedanta, and Vedavit. I am the knower of the Veda. Veda with means knower. So if you see, so many Vedas are there, so many Puranas are there, literature is there. There's so many literatures are there. If you want to read, so many knowledge are there about the spiritual world, about this material, so many things are there. If you start reading, it will take 10 years, 10 lives maybe to understand everything nicely. Okay, to understand everything nicely. So what to do? We should read everything. No. What is there with us? We have the Bhagavad Gita, which is called Gita Upanishad. Summary of all the Veda is in Gita. Okay. And Krishna says also that Vedaisha Sarvair Aham Eva Vedo. I am to be known from every Veda. And Krishna is same thing. Krishna is repeating every time that Krishna is the Supreme, Krishna is the Supreme, Krishna is the Supreme. What is the position of Krishna? Krishna started explaining in 4th chapter the position of Krishna, and till 18th chapter Krishna will be explaining what is his position, and that is written in Veda. So Vedaisha Sarvair Aham Eva Vedo, from every Veda Krishna is to be known, and Krishna is speaking these things nicely. Okay. Then Krishna says, Vedanta Krit, I am the creator of Vedanta. Vedavit, I am the knower of the Veda also. That means Krishna is everything and Krishna maintains everything. Okay. The fourth part, that is essence, and the 3 Shloki Gita, 16th, 17th, and 18th Sloka. Okay. Let's see. 3 Shloki Gita. So this is called 3 Shloki Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Chatur Shloki we have read in chapter number 10. 3 Shloki we are reading in chapter number 15. So 15.16, there are 2 classes of being, the fallible and infallible. So it is summarizing the spiritual and material world. Fallible are the people who are called Shara. Shara means which can be destroyed. And infallible means the people who cannot be destroyed. Okay. The entity, living entity which cannot be destroyed are called infallible. So there are 2 classes of being. One is called fallible and another is called infallible. In material world, every living entity is fallible. In this material world, the 1/4 creation, everyone is fallible, which can be shar, that means shar, which can be destroyed. Okay. So in material creation, the living, which can fall from their position, that is the meaning. Okay. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is infallible. So there are 2 kinds of being. There are 2 kinds of world. One is called spiritual world and second is called material world. The people or the living entity who are in the material world, they are called fallible. They can fall from their position. The spiritual being, they cannot fall. Okay, that's why they are called infallible. So 2 kinds of being are there. One is called fallible and second is called infallible. 15.17. Besides these 2, there is a greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord himself, who has entered the 3 worlds and is maintaining them. Okay, so besides these 2, there is Supreme Lord. Okay, so fallible is there, infallible is there, and one more is there, that is called Supreme Being. Because I am transcendental, beyond both fallible and infallible, I am beyond fallible and infallible, and because I am greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Veda as the Supreme Person. So even the Vedas say that Krishna is the Supreme Person, or the whole world says that Krishna is the Supreme Person. Okay, that is what is spoken about Krishna. 16th, 17th, and 18th Sloka, 3 Shloki Bhagavad Gita. Okay, this picture, if you see, Vishnu is there, Kshirodaksha Vishnu. Everyone is coming in front of Kshirodaksha Vishnu. They are bowing down. This is Shir Sagar. Okay, Shir Sagar. And this is Brahmaji. Okay, Brahmaji is meditating on Vishnu. Brahmaji is sitting here, is meditating on Vishnu. Okay, it's like that. The last part, knowing Krishna, knowing everything. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting. Important. Without doubting. We know everything. Okay, we know everything. We know everything. Spiritual activity, spiritual things. We know everything. We don't need to read anything like that. Okay, so it is my thinking and everyone thinking. Like we know everything. But the thing is, without doubt, we should be applying that thing. Okay, if there is one problem, who is God here? No one is God here. Why God is not listening? Every problem is happening to me only. Okay, like that we think. So the thing is, whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is knower of everything. Krishna says, there is no truth beyond me. One person who knows this fact, one person who knows about it, that person need not know anything. Okay. He is knower of everything. He is knower of everything, who knows that Krishna is the Supreme Person, and that too without doubt. Engage in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharat. In first sloka of Chatur Shloki Gita says the same thing. I am the source of everything. And one person who knows this fact himself engages in his devotional service. Sarvasya chaham hridhi san. That was this sloka only. That sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivastu. I am sitting in everyone's heart. Okay. So one person who knows this will be engaged in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharat. Okay. So one who understands this Vedanta Sutra engages in devotional service. A person who is wise enough, who reads Bhagavad Gita, will start following the Bhagavad Gita teachings, will start following the Radha Krishna teachings. Okay. Essence of all. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture. Most confidential part of the Vedic scripture. Oh, sinless one. And it is disclosed now by me. So very confidential part. We don't know who we are. Very confidential thing. Okay. We don't know who is Krishna. We don't know what is the aim of our life. Okay. These are very confidential things. And Krishna is disclosing us what is our aim of this life. If someone discloses to us what is the aim of this thing, then that thing utilization can be done. If we purchase anything, okay, like this mobile is there. So I purchase this mobile. I don't know what is the purpose of this mobile. Okay. I don't know how can this be utilized. So until unless I know what is the purpose of this mobile or what is the purpose of this gadget is not useful for me. This is just like a dabba for me. Okay. Nothing. No use. Useless. This is like useless for me until unless I know what is the aim of this thing. Okay. Krishna is describing what is the aim of our life. We don't know what is the aim of our life. We are just utilizing it as a dabba. Okay. We are just misutilizing it. Just like if a gold is there, a person who doesn't know the value of gold, he will use it as a paperweight. But a person who knows what is the value of a gold, he will properly utilize it. Similarly, we don't know what is the value of this life. What is the value of this human form of life? We are just utilizing it just like a dabba. Okay. And Krishna is giving us the aim of this life. Krishna is telling us what is the aim of this human form of body. What is the aim of this our life? What is the aim of this intelligence? Okay, that is the ultimate aim Krishna is describing. That when we know that ultimate aim, then we can properly utilize our life. Until unless this life is useless. Okay, so Krishna gives that is called most confidential part of Vedic scripture. Krishna is disclosing to us very easily. Who is disclosing us? Who is giving us this knowledge that what is the aim of this life? Krishna is directly telling that this is our aim of life. Okay, whoever understands this will become wise. One who understands this aim of this life, he is the wise person, and his endeavor will know perfection. Unless and until we know what is the perfection of this life, what is the aim of this life is like a dabba. Okay, there is no use of this life. So that is a very important thing to understand what is the aim of this life. Okay, so that is called essence of all. With this, we end our class. Okay, we'll summarize what we have learned. Okay, so we started with hotel or home. Just Krishna is describing this world like inverted tree. Okay, inverted banyan tree. So this world is like perverted reflection. Original tree is somewhere else. Okay, that is the original home. That is the original home. And this world is like a hotel. Becoming detached from this material world. How we can become detached? By attachment to Krishna. When we attach ourselves to Krishna, we automatically become detached from this material world. Detachment from this material world comes after attachment to Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. Don't try to endeavor too much to detach. So much material attachment there. Let's detach. No, just endeavor for attachment to Krishna. Krishna will take care of everything. So that is the thing. First thing we have understood. Second thing is options. What different options we have, how we transmigrate to different body. Krishna says, whatever desires we have now in this body, same desires will continue in next life. And according to that desires, we get the body. Okay, next body we get according to that desire. So it is very, 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 very important to purify the desires. The third part, the maintainer, Krishna describes that Krishna is sitting in everyone's heart, and from Krishna only comes the remembrance. Krishna only comes the forgetfulness and the memory. Okay. Aim of the Veda is to know Krishna, and Krishna is the creator of Vedanta, and knower of Veda is also Krishna. Krishna is sitting in everyone's heart, and Krishna is there in everyone's body, and he is digesting the food. Okay, that thing Krishna is describing. Essence or the three shloki Gita, there are two kinds of being, the fallible and infallible. Krishna is beyond the fallible and infallible, and that is celebrated in this world as well as Veda. Okay. Last was knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Okay. One who knows Krishna doesn't need to know anything else. Okay. He's everything. He will be called as wise, and his endeavors will become perfect. Okay. So that is the thing. So this we have understood in today's chapter. That is called Purushottam Yoga chapter. Very important chapter. And I recommend you, every one of you, to read the Purushottam Yoga chapter or 15th chapter line by line in this Purushottam month, which is starting from 18th of this month. That is, I think, tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow the Purushottam month is starting. I recommend you to 10 minutes every day. You read this chapter. Very important to read this chapter. Okay. I'll unmute every person. Chant with me once.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama Rama,
Rama,
Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
question answer part. Whatever questions you have, put in the chat box or raise your hand. So where to read? If you don't have book, where to read? I'll show you. Okay. Because if you don't have book, where you'll be reading. Okay. So
Database.io, probably.
I'll show them. So this is okay. Is it okay? So this is vedabase.io. This is the site. I'll put in the chat box. Okay. So this is the site name. You open the Vedabase. Okay. There is Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna book. So we can read Bhagavad Gita, we can read Bhagavatam, we can read Krishna book also. Okay. So I will recommend you to read chapter number 15 from Bhagavad Gita, as well as if you are interested, you can read Krishna book also. Okay. So read chapter number 15 from Bhagavad Gita, as well as many people I have seen that they finish Krishna book in 1 month. Okay. They try to finish Krishna book in 1 month. So they will read in full month, well, they'll try to finish Krishna book. So you can also take that resolution, that Sankalpa, to finish Krishna book in that 1 month, and as well as you can read chapter number 15. So if you don't want to read Krishna book, the minimum is you read please chapter number 15. So where to read? This is Bhagavad Gita as it is. So you can open chapter number 15. This is chapter number 15, Yoga of the Supreme. Open this. Okay. So now the chapter is open, but if you see, the only text are there. Okay. There is no sloka. Where is sloka? Sloka is there in the text. So click on the text number 1. Okay. And you will find that sloka is there. Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdha Mula Adha Shakham Ashwatham Prahur Abhyayam Chandam Shiyashi Paranani Yasatam Veda Savedavit. Okay, you are not able to understand the Sanskrit. There is English. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdha Mula Adha Shakham. Oh, very nice. Then there is word to word translation also. Synonym. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha means the Supreme Personality of God has said. Urdha Moolam means with the roots above. So every word is having translation. So you read that. Then after every word by word translation, you read the translation of all the sloka. The Supreme Personality of God has said that there is imperishable banyan tree. So read the translation. Then after read the purpose. What is the importance of this sloka? How this sloka can be employed in our life? What is the meaning? Everything is discussed in the purport. So you read the purport. Okay. So like that. You finish this, then move to next. Like that. 15.2. Okay. So like that, you can finish the chapter number 15. Word by word, please read chapter number 15. Very important to be done in the Purushottam Mantha. Okay, so there you can read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. One question is there from Kritika Mataji. She is asking Prabhuji, why is Brahma in the material world reflection? Is it because he is the creator?
He is also in the material world. The Brahma Loka is also the material world. Okay, Mataji? When we understood the Goloka chart, we have understood that Brahmaji is also in the material world only. And there is not only one Brahma, there are multiple Brahmas are there because there are multiple universes. Okay?
Uday Prabhuji is asking, Prabhuji not understood the resemblance of upside down tree.
Upside down tree, meaning the tree which is upside down, just like the reflection. Okay, so Krishna is indirectly telling that this world is like a reflection. Okay, not the original tree. It is just like reflection. Okay, so the higher the spiritual loka reflection is being shown as the material world here. Okay, so like that it is said.
Akash Prabhuji is asking, will only human form able to go to Bhagwan Dham? If not, then how the food chain works in the spiritual world?
How the food chain work in the spiritual world. Okay, so in the spiritual world, I don't know whether we are eating or not. Okay, so or what we are eating. Okay, spiritual world, they will be eating a prasadam only. That is the main thing. Okay, but in the material world, the food chain works. Okay, the upper planetary system, the lower planetary system. Okay, it happens in the material world, not in the spiritual world. Okay. Will only human form able to go to Bhagwan Dham? Yes, human form and the above species that have the intelligence, who can understand what is the meaning of their life, they can go to the human. They can go to the higher loka. Animals, they don't have that intelligence. Animals have just the intelligence for the gratifying their senses. They want to eat. Okay, for that they have intelligence. They want to defend. For that they have the intelligence. But they don't have the intelligence of higher spiritual realization. Okay, so that is the thing. When we are in the lower species, gradually we pass every lower species, every lower species, many births, many births, we tend to take the human form of life. Then we understand, then we gradually understand with the association of devotee what is our the aim of life. Okay, so that is the thing.
Uday Prabhuji is saying, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Akash Prabhuji is saying, thanks, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Vidya Mataji is asking something. Can you read out, Mataji?
Asking, if we get an animal's body because of our desires, won't we be able to go to a higher level? Because I feel animals don't have a mind.
Animal has a mind. Who says animal doesn't have mind? Okay. Animals have mind. Okay. And they have the intelligence which is limited to their sense gratification, defense, till that only. Okay. Animals can defend their kids. Okay. Their small kids, they will defend. They can endeavor for the eating food. Okay. So they can assemble the food. Okay. So that much intelligence they have, but they don't have intelligence of higher realization. Okay. That realization comes in the human form only.
Akash Prabhuji is asking for egg, cow, and peacock. I don't understand.
For example, cows and peacock, yes, they are there, and they are they are also in the Leela of Bhagwan. Okay, they are just watching, or they are enjoying with the Bhagwan. Shantarasha, that is called Shantarasha. Okay, with peacock, and even it is said that even whatever things are there, they are also like one person. Like even stone is there, that is also a person there. Okay, it is not like in the material world. Whatever things are there, even stones are a person. Okay, if you read the Damodar Leela, in there the milk is also thinking that how nice it will be, like Krishna will be drinking me, like that. Okay, so milk is also like a personality. So everyone is like a devotee and they are engaged with Krishna service. Okay, Krishna is doing different types of leela. So that is called Shant Rasa. When a person is observing Krishna doing everything, that is called Shant Rasa. Okay.
Kritika Mataji is saying, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay.
No questions in my chat box, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Mataji. So if there is no question, we can end the session. Okay. Is there any question? What is the relation of material dham and real dham? What is the relation of material dham and real dham? Just like a reflection. Okay. Just like reflection. This material world is temporary reflection of real dham. Okay. That is what Krishna described here. Just like the one tree is there and the reflection opposite tree is there in water. Okay. The reflection doesn't have anything in real. Okay. Everything is like reflection, temporary. Okay. Okay. Krishna describes we belongs to that original tree, but we are suffering here in this reflection wala tree because of our desires. Purify the desires and come to Krishna Loka. Okay, like that. So I hope you will be reading the chapter number 15. And if you're starting, please let me know tomorrow that you are reading chapter number 15 when we are chapter number 15. When we discuss chapter number 16, after the chapter ends, during the question and answer session, you can tell me if you are reading. I will be happy to know that you are reading chapter number 15. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji. Murli Prabhu.
Yeah, we'll have to tell them about the quiz, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. How many of us have started the quiz? We have put links in the WhatsApp group. Please register yourself. What you have registered is for the, understanding 18 days, understanding Gita course. When you enter the ISKCON Mangaluru site, there is a place for quizzes and then register again there because it is on a different platform, the Learn Dash. Register your name and password and save your password and you can finish the quizzes. Fantastic. Kritika has done quiz till 14th chapter. Congratulations, Kritika. Please inspire your friends. Superswa has done 78%. Vadhva quiz attempt is up to date. Marvelous, marvelous. Congratulations, Shweta. Till 14th I finished. Oh, this group is amazing, Prabhuji. They have gone ahead and done it. Congratulations and talk to your friends in this group to see that they do the course. And by the 17th chapter, you should complete this and print your certificates. The printed certificate will make you eligible for going on to level 2 and continuing your journey of learning Bhagavad Gita at a higher level. Many Jyoti has done. Vidya is fantastic. Kritika ji, Super Swamanna, very good, very good.
We have
It's halfway. Nice. We are very lucky.
This batch is having everyone is like up to date, up to date in the quizzes. Okay.
Congratulations. Thank you, Prabhuji. We can close.
Yes, Prabhuji. So,
Prabhuji, since I've already attended the course in July and received certificate, I need not attempt the quiz. No, the quiz, the selection of questions will be different for this month. You can enjoy it even if you have a certificate. I've got 9 certificates. It's enjoyable. It is available for you to test your knowledge and keep it up to date. Even if you miss a question, you go back because some question answers are very, very, very little difference in the answers that can lead you somewhere. So it will be enjoyable. Thank you, Ekambar Raoji. Thank you. You have already done the question 2021. This is 2023, Prabhuji. You can definitely try the new quiz. I'm not saying all the questions are changed. The bank is 100 and then you get a different set of 10, 20, like that. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thanks to everybody.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Murli Prabhu, Vaishnavi Mataji, thank you very much. Hare
Today
Krishna.
we had Raj Lakshmi Mataji for the chanting and Anupama Mataji, who left as soon as the 7 o'clock bell came.
Thank you very much, Anupama Mataji and Rajalakshmi Mataji. And thank you very much, devotees, okay, for asking so nice question, attending the quizzes, finishing the quizzes, okay. I'll unmute everyone, okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo